Have you ever wanted to edit your own videos and you're not sure what software to use? In this video, I'm gonna go over Openshot Video Editor, which is an easy to use software and a free one that you can use on Windows computer, Linux, and Mac. But before I get into the video, in case we never met before, my name is George Shamoun, and on this channel I create video tutorials about video editing, live streaming, screencasting and recording, creating SVG files, and web pages using Visual Studio Code. So if you are interested in any of those topics or software and how to use them, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification button so you don't miss any future updates. Now let's get into the video. So this is the Openshot video editor, and that's the dashboard or the interface. I'm gonna go over some bullet points here. I'm gonna cover three main topics. The first one is why I use it. The second one is an overview of the interface. I'm gonna go over the, and then I'll give you an example how to pull video clips and add them in order to edit them. So let me move my face out of the way, make it smaller here. Okay, okay. So the reason why I use Openshot Video Editor, first, it's free and it works on Windows computer, on Mac and Linux, and it's got options which are basic and intermediate, I think, for somebody who's starting new. And this is my my situation. I'm not advanced when it comes to video editing, so I don't need that complicated features. So I've been using it, and I find everything, it has everything I need. And also I heard like a recommendation by one of the top YouTubers who talk about video editing. I think it's a primal video. Um, I forgot the name of the guy. He's from Australia, and he recommended Openshot Video Editor as an easy to use or first video editor. Once you start and you get used to it, in the future you can change, you can upgrade to different software. So from what I hear, a lot of people use uh, Premiere Pro and Final Cut Pro. Those are, you have to pay for them, and I never tried them before. So and they're the gold standard, I think, of video editing. But there are a lot of options, and there's online options too. But I haven't used a lot of them, but this one I'm happy with. Uh, so okay, so let's go over the interface now. And once you initiate the Openshot Video Editor, you're gonna get this screen here, and it's got so many sections that you can remove. There are X's here on the top, X's, but I try not to change anything. I just leave it as is. But what I do, I go to View on the top, and I like to use the full screen. Not, I like to use the advanced view. There's a simple view, so you can look at it this way. You don't have much, and you can go to view and use um, advanced view. That's what I like. I have everything here, and I'll go in a second over the sections, the panes and the windows and everything. So let's look at the the menus here. So if you click on file, so if you're starting a new project, it says a new project, open an existing recent project, save as, and this is how you import files. And there's different ways of doing the same thing. Like now you can import files going from the file menu, and you can also do it from here, from this plus sign. You can, and then you have the import project if you had a project. And what's good, it looks like it works with Final Cut Pro from the Mac environment. And then you have the export project. What happened when you create a project with Openshot? It's gonna save it in a file that can be opened only by Openshot editor. So you have to export it, and that's how you do it. You export here, and when you export, you go to export video. You can get options. I don't know if I can get it now because I don't have an open project. Let me just try to see. Yeah, I have. Okay, it gave me the export video. So you get this screen, and then it'll give you the file name, what you want to name the video, and it'll give you where you want to save it. That's the option. And you have simple, and you have advanced. I don't touch the advanced, to be honest with you. I just use the simple, and I use all the format here. I just leave it. If you click on it, you have so many options here. So like web, device, DVD, etc. I just leave it all format. Then select from the following options. I keep this CPU MP4 H.264. That's what I was told, that to use this editing option. And then on a video, it's up to you what you want to use here. I use HD 720 and 30 FPS. FPS, it means frame per seconds. The more frames you have per seconds, the better resolution you have, but it's gonna consume it's gonna occupy more memory, and it's gonna need more processing powers. So that's up to you. The quality, I keep it on high. So let me go back to the video profile just to show you what options they have. There's a lot of options here. So if you can start from the top, and you can go all the way down. It looks like you can save it in a way if you want to show it on TV or something. So I don't know the details of each, but it's got options for anyone to use, whatever you need. Uh, so and then you hit export here, export video, and it's gonna show you the progress, how long it takes to finish. Sometimes it takes long, but you don't have to wait for it. You just hit export and leave your computer and walk away. And then when you come back, it says done. It's done. You can play the video, and you already know where it's saved. So let me get out of this, cancel. And so that's it. This is very like basic. You don't have any complicated. Then you have the edit. I never used it. It says clear screen preferences. I never used that. Let's click on it to see what it has. Yeah, so you have the languages, you have autosave cache. I never use those. I mean, I can um so okay. So let's go over the title. So the title, when you add title here, it means you can get this screen, and you can choose what title you want. And there's some there are templates, and you can choose any of those. And then you have the it says here under title, animated titles. When you hit animated titles here, you kind of get this screen. And what's nice, this is connected to Blender, so you have to have Blender, which I have installed on my computer. Blender is a very complicated software. It does a lot of things: 3D modeling, animation, video editing. It's very complicated. I try to use it. It's so hard to use. But in this case, it's just connect to Openshot, and it does the animation, it, which is great, you know. So let's get out of it. And then you have the view. I went over the view, and you have the help, you know, the help. So this is how easy and simple the menu is, you know. Now you can work in here. uh, okay, one more thing I want to explain: the transitions. Those transitions, if you look at them here, those you can use whenever you have two clips, instead of connecting two clips, and you jump from one to another without any transition. You can use those to transition from one to another. You have so many effects here, like these. You can tell how they look like, you know, and you can use them as to transition from one clip to another, instead of showing one clip ends and the other one started without any transition or any visual effects. So this is the transitions here. And another thing is important to the effect here. Those effects too, when you add them to a video or part of the video, they're gonna give you those effects. Let's say this one here, it gives you the brightest. I never used them. I may have used once just to try it, but you know what I'm saying. Like, let's say, uh, and you have audio effect, and let me see. I think, yeah, you have audio effect and visual effect. Show all. Yeah, yeah. So this is the visual effect, the blur. Like, let's say if you add this one, it's gonna give you some blurries on a video while it's playing, and color saturation, color shift. So all of those are can give you effect. Like this one will give you the wave effect here. I don't think you can see it from my. Let me see. Yeah, this is this here. Um, I never used those. I tried one only. So it's there's a lot to use in OpenShot video. I'll just show you the basic, and I just I'll just get you started on a basic and how to look to start, and then the rest you kind of find out yourself, you know, by trial and error, and looking at resources. Now so this is basically a filter here. Like, if you have imported files, it says show all. It's gonna show you everything here, and or you can select videos, audios, images. It depends what you wanna look at here. And this is those here, those dots. You can make windows smaller or bigger. You know, you can change the sizes. And this one here, if you raise it higher, you can get the tracks here below. So basically, that's the transition and that's the effect. Now let's go to the tracks here. Those tracks uh, are called timeline. Yeah, the timeline, and each one there are like 5 tracks. I think you can add more too, but you're not gonna need that. I never used more than 2 tracks, you know. So usually the tracks, you add videos, video clips, you add audio, you add images, everything. And this is you have to have video clips and assets to start, you know, editing and looking at how they connect and how they play out when you have them on a on a timeline. So you have to have assets. Um, so and then you'll find out as you add assets and you try to edit, whenever you have uh, a clip on a top, it's gonna appear, it's gonna hide the other one. So there's a lot of trial and error and learning. There's a learning curve, but it's easier than others, you know. So because I tried to use Caden Live and Shotcut, they're very well known and a lot of people use them and famous. But myself, I could not learn. I could not move around in those software. I didn't know what to do. I was very confused, you know. And so I came back and start using again Openshot. And when I heard the guy from Primal Video talking about it, that it's easy and it's good for starters, and it's self-intuitive and everything, you know. So I'm convinced that I have to use it as long as I can, unless I get very advanced, and then I can transfer to paid software. Also, there are a lot of software online when you can do video editing, but they are expensive. You know, you pay price for the easiness of using things and the conveniency, and whenever you find services online, they're easy to use and you don't have to have a lot of technical ability. You can pay money for them, you know, like membership, and which I don't like, because if I'm making money, I can use them, but I'm not making money, you know. So okay, let me try to pull some video clips on a timeline just to show you how the timeline works. So you can come here, as I said before, to add import. Let's say import file. That's how you start your. Let me go to. Let's see. Video clips. Channel trailer. Let me. Okay, let's say I'm gonna use this here, the channel trailer. So I want to pull those two here. So I'm gonna go to this here. It didn't show up. Okay, import file. This open. Video. Okay, it's right here. So because I had show all, I don't know why it didn't appear immediately. Okay, so I have this video clip here. I'm gonna import another one. Okay, let's. Okay, so I have those two clips here. Okay, whenever you want to edit something, you have to move it down to the timeline. So what I do, if you look at this one here, you can right click it, and it says here add to the timeline, or I can drag it. I can drag it here, and I can place it on a fifth, fourth, third, second, first, any one of those. But usually I put it on a first one here. And this is the preview. If you look on the top here, on the top right, this is it says video preview. So whatever you have and you want to try, you play it here on a video, you see how it looks like. So that's before you save them and before the editing is done. So the second one here, I can put it now. You can put videos, whatever you want, the assets on one track or more tracks. If you want to use two two video clips back to back, you can have them either separate or in the same one. Like now, I can use this one. I can use, and then you can see a line here. It basically it snaps. They snap together, you know. So and if you want to play, I can play it now. And this is what you call the playhead. The playhead, it shows you where you are on a timeline. So if I hit play to see how the videos looks like here. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is George Shamoun, and I create tutorials about video editing using Openshot video editor, and creating SVG files using Inkscape, and making web pages using Visual Studio Code. And also I make video tutorials about OBS for live streaming and screencasting and video recording. So if you are interested in any of those software or topics, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification button so you don't miss any future updates. Thank you. So this is the first clip I played. Now this is my the channel trailer for my YouTube channel. So now if I hit again the play, it's gonna start playing the second clip I just put here. Hi guys, in this video I'm gonna go over the channel accessories and the software I use. This video is updated as I did one before, and I did it. Okay, I stopped it. I didn't want to keep going with this one. This one might be long. So this is an example of how you add assets like video clips for the to the track. You know, I'm gonna create more videos about Openshot, and in the future, like in the next videos, I can do the editing. Now we know, we have an overall idea about the interface and the basics. Next time I'll have fully dedicated videos for the for editing. So and now, just to give you an idea about, you can move those, and you can create space here, and you can add a transition. So if you move the head, it's dark now. It doesn't have anything. You can add transitions like this one here, or special if those effects here. You know, we can do that in another video. So and so you move the playhead, and it'll show you where you are, you know, in a video. So okay, and if you look on the top, this is the clock here, and it starts with 0, and it's like part of a second. It's so if you hit play, you can see as the playhead is moving, the counter is going up here. So if I play, you see. Hi everyone, welcome to. So this is like part of a second. I don't know if 1/10 of a second, because it goes through so many numbers, and the seconds will go like one at a time. And so, and those here on the left side, if you look, okay, it'll give you the selection here on the top. And those numbers I never used before. I never had to. I don't know what exactly they do, but with time you can figure out. You have to figure out what they do, or as you need them, you can explore, because the software, any software you get, is very complicated. It's got a lot of options and a lot of lot of features. So. So I think that's it for now. Now I just want to show you like something very important. Exporting the video. Like let's say I put those two here. So how you export them? You go to File and you hit Export Project here. So when you export the project, you gonna get this. You gonna give it a name here. So let's say test video. And then you can go to the browse here. Let's say, let's keep it on a desktop. Select. Okay, so it's gonna be named test.video and it's gonna be saved to my desktop. And as I said before, we're just gonna leave the CPU MP4 H.264 encoding, and the video profile and the high. And looking at the advanced, I never touched this, the advanced, I never touched them. But you can explore them if you want more complicated features. So going back to the simple, and now you hit export video here, and it's gonna start editing the video, actually exporting the video as an MP4. Because first you save it, I didn't save it, but you can save it as an Openshot video first, and then you can export it as MP4. So let's say, so if you hit export video, it's gonna start working on it now. And sometimes it takes long. It depends how big is the video and the processing power of your machine. So, but you don't have to wait for it, because it's gonna get done once it gets to 100%. So you don't want to keep. So that's it for this video. We went over the basics of the interface of Openshot, and as I said, any software can be very complicated. So you don't wanna go like deep in details when you start. Just use the functions you need to do specific tasks, and then as time goes by, you will explore more options and features in it if you need them. If not, don't waste a lot of time. So because I know when it comes to Openshot video editor, I know the basics, what I need. I don't need more. With time, if I need more, I'm gonna have to learn more and explore other options. So again, that's it for this video. Please let me know if you have any questions or any comments, and make sure you subscribe before you leave if you like this content and you like the way I presented and you're interested in more content. This way I know, because the ideas comes from the audience. Thank you.